What's up, fam? Extraordinary Life with Elijah, and you're watching this video on Sunday, August 31st, 2025 at 10:50 a.m. MST. Loved making my video last week. A little old lady who drew out my destiny more in the Lord. Satan is winning, and I don't know if you've noticed that. My declaration is, that's because I haven't had my turn yet. I love that God is giving me opportunities to experience the reality of what he's talking about. And my friend Josh helped invite me into this experience with him. But beyond that, I want to say Dawn is my extra, and I am the ordinary. I didn't know Dawn until I had my experience, and I still don't know Dawn because Dawn has passed away. I was heading out to see my friend Josh. He was starting a business back in 2022 and invited me to come out and spend time with him, hearing about the vision of what he was doing and everything that God was leading him into. I thought I knew where his hangar was, that he has a hangar out on an airport out in Three Forks. And as I was going out to visit with Josh, because I thought I knew where I was going, I got lost. I typed in the address that Josh had given me, popped up on Google Maps, and as I started following where Google was telling me to go, took a right-hand turn off the county road, and there was a church with lots of cars out front of it on a Saturday. Thought to myself, oh man, I wonder if this is a Seventh-day Adventist church. I didn't know there was a Seventh-day Adventist church around here, but as I took the corner, drove past the church building, I saw a hearse out in front of the front doors. As soon as I got parallel to the doors on the street in front of the church building, God said, I want you to go in there and raise the dead. Now, God loves to say things to me that challenge my faith, but I seriously fell down on that one. I drove a good 5-6 blocks arguing with the Father. There's no way in heaven. See what I did there? I'm going back into that building with people that I don't even know to raise the dead. Do you know how awkward it would be, Father, if I walk in there and I pray for a dead person? On and on and on with him about all the reasons why I shouldn't go in, but he just kept saying by his countenance, I didn't stutter. I eventually decided to whip my car back around, turned the car around, drove back to the church, maybe faster than the speed limit. I might have been a bit frustrated, but I was like, what are we doing? This is insane. I can't even believe that I'm doing this. I pull up into the parking lot, grab a parking space, jump out of my car, pull off my hat because I don't know this community. I don't know if they're okay with hats in church, and I'm stressing over the fact that I've got hat head. I walk into the foyer and it's a military funeral. There's a whole honor guard standing right by the front door at attention. I walk in and a young lady peels off formation, walks over, gets a program, comes to me, hands it to me very formally, and I say, ma'am, is there any other way to get into this sanctuary other than that front door that's right off of the platform and everybody's facing that way? Is there any other way I could sneak in to the sanctuary? She goes, whispers in another person's ear, comes back, says, no, sir, that's the only door in. Go sit down. Yes, ma'am. I am on orders and I will go sit. I walk to the sanctuary door and they're in the middle of a reading. And as soon as I hit the door with my full 6 foot, 7.5 inch frame, it fills the whole doorway. The entire sanctuary look up at me, and I feel like an absolute idiot. I cannot tell you how awkward it is walking into the funeral of a person you have no idea who they are. I have no idea who is in that box at all. And it's this very intimate moment of people sitting there mourning the loss of their loved one, and I'm there feeling like a great big turd in the pool. I walk all the way to the very back of the sanctuary to sit down, and there's people giving me very knowing looks of, I know, it's okay, I'm grieving with you. There's this older older gentleman who was just weeping and grieving. He looked at me when his eyes just this look of, please give me comfort. I put out my hand on his shoulder, I patted him, and I said, it's okay, it's okay. I got to my seat in the very back of the sanctuary and sat down, and I'm praying a million miles a minute. God, what are we doing here? I'm here, so what's the plan? How's this gonna go down? Do you want me to go up and put my hands on that casket? Do you want me to rip open the lid? Like, how do you want me to pray for this guy? I would rather listen to what you have me to do than to stay comfortable and safe. And he said, just sit still and watch. As I was watching the funeral and I was praying and staying sensitive to his spirit, I began to invite God's presence into the sanctuary to fill the place with his presence. And as I began looking back and forth across the sanctuary, I realized that God had called me there to bring comfort to people. I prayed for each person as I looked back and forth across the sanctuary. I had texted my friend Josh, I'm probably gonna be 5 to 10 minutes late. I texted him again and shot him a picture of me inside the sanctuary saying, I'm probably gonna be 15 or 20 minutes late. You should probably go ahead and get started. I came into a random funeral of a person that I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Josh texted back and said, listen well, man, don't leave until you have peace. We'll continue on without you. Love that dude. So awesome. I have more to the story, but I think I'm gonna share that next week. God is so good. Being on the adventure of life with God is so good. But as I left and the next few days processed that, I prayed for people and God said, no, do not go up there and put your hands on that casket and try to raise Don. No, that's not my will in this situation. You're not praying for Don. I told you to raise the dead. I don't know if you just heard what I said there, but no dead bodies were brought back to life, but I did raise the dead. As I prayed through with God to say, God, man, I need to learn more of what you said here because I went all in on obeying you by faith and no dead bodies were raised. And by his spirit, he said, I said, raise, R-A-Z-E. Raise the dead. He led me to the verse in 1 John that says that the reason that the Son of God appeared was to destroy the works of the devil. God wanted his son, Elijah, to make an appearance at a funeral and to destroy the works of the devil. I didn't need to do anything wild and fantastic. I needed to go up and throw open the lid of the casket and have Don sit up and come back to life, which would have been awesome, and I would have given God all of the glory and the praise for the sign and the wonder. That would have been wonderful, full of wonder. But God wanted me, his son, to make an appearance at a funeral and to destroy the works of the devil. That was it. He said, go in there, make an appearance. And man, did I make an appearance. When I hit that door, every head pulled up and saw, ooh, there is Elijah, whose name declares, my God is the Lord God. And I destroyed some works of the devil. I raised the dead. Isn't that awesome? And if I told you the full story today, it'd be way too long. Next week. But it was this beautiful moment with the Father where he taught me this new lesson that when he tells me, go over there, walk into that group of people, go touch that, go sit in that seat, go say this to that person, send this text over to that person, go and buy this and give it away, like whatever he says, regardless of whether I understand it or not, that all I have to do is walk in the footsteps of Jesus, and that sometimes the only thing that I have to do is to make an appearance. Now here's my encouragement to you. Hey Elijah, I don't know if you've noticed, looks like the devil's winning. Yeah, it's because I haven't had my turn yet. That sometimes all you have to do in God is to listen to what he says and show up. That every day I wake up and I say, God, today I am going to make an appearance in this day that you have made. This is the day that the Lord has made for me to accomplish all of the good works in this day that have been destined for me to do. It's a good day, Dad, because it's a day to reveal the goodness of your glory. Elijah is going to make an appearance today. And that as I go through the day, that is a beautiful adventure of me just being a punk little kid with my dad. I don't know what I'm doing, but that I'm going to work with Jesus, destroying the works of the devil. How? Elijah, come walk over here. Okay, stand a little bit more this way. Okay, like this? No. Like this? No. Like this? I fall down and we laugh and we wrestle and he tickles me and we go home and we have happy meals together and it's amazing. And we destroy all kinds of darkness because I made an appearance with Jesus, the Spirit of the living God being inside of me, and the devil's not winning. He's not winning. He's whining. And man, is he upset that I made an appearance at Don's funeral. I raised me some dead. Raised him real good. So wherever you are in your life, however you think you're doing in your battle against darkness, I bless you with the grace that God has placed on my life to say, make an appearance, purpose your heart to show up with Jesus and do whatever he tells you to do, say whatever he gives you to say, and you'll complete the work of Jesus in destroying the works of the devil. If you subscribe to what I'm doing, hit the button, hit it, and then get it. Hit the bell as well so you get notified with the new content. And if you loved this video, hit the thumbs down button. I pray blessings on our lives together. I love you guys lots, and I will see you in the next video. Which starts now, but I don't know how long that was. Oh, not that long. Only 14 minutes, 33 seconds. My monitor died for some reason. You cannot use this function while the camera is recording. Oh, man. It's not helpful. Hold on, I'm going to reset this because I know I can use it and I can't see if my focus is pulling correctly. Yes, I can too. My battery's getting dead, but yes, I can use this while the camera is recording. I just can't connect to the camera while it's recording. My battery is getting very low because I just did a bunch of videos for Venue Real Estate. And my child is about to be born at any time. Which I still don't have a name for, by the way. You'll know what his name is by the time you watch this video. I just don't know what it was back in 2022. What's up, fam? Extraordinary Life with Elijah. And this week, Kailani is my extra and I am the ordinary.